Imagine you are living your life on a strict countdown. You aren't sick, and you aren't in danger, but you possess an unshakable, irrational certainty that you will not live past the age of 38. This belief isn't just a fear, it is the absolute truth that dictates your every move. Because of this, you've decided to win the game of life by refusing to lose. You will produce an heir, you will do your duty, but you will never, ever allow yourself to fall in love. Why? Because you believe leaving a grieving widow behind is the ultimate cruelty. You have the perfect plan and the perfect potential bride selected. But you didn't account for the one person standing in your way, a woman with an unruly dog, a sharp tongue, and a secret trauma that matches your own. Welcome to the mind of Anthony Bridgerton. Hey readers! Busy life making it hard to finish books? I've got you covered. Before we start, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Let's dive into books in minutes. Today, we are exploring The Viscount Who Loved Me, the second novel in Julia Quinn's Bridgerton series. While the TV show focused heavily on a love triangle and a dramatic failed wedding, the book is a much more internal, psychological story. It isn't about a man choosing between two sisters, it's about a man fighting a war against himself. This summary will follow the original book timeline strictly. We'll cover the famous Pall Mall game, the real story of the bee sting, and the carriage accident that changed everything. If you want the true story of Kanthony, stay tuned. Our story opens in London, 1814. Anthony Bridgerton, a wealthy and notorious rake, has decided it is time to marry. But Anthony isn't looking for romance. Driven by the trauma of his father Edmund's sudden death from a bee sting at age 38, Anthony is convinced he will die young too. He drafts a mental list for a wife. She must be sensible, she must be attractive, and most importantly, she must be someone he cannot fall in love with. He wants to ensure that when he dies, his widow won't suffer the devastating grief his mother, Violet, did. He sets his sights on Edwina Sheffield, the season's diamond. She is beautiful, docile, and perfect on paper. But there is a hurdle. Edwina has declared she will not marry without the approval of her older half-sister, Kate. Kate Sheffield is 21, plain by society's standards, and fiercely protective. She has read the gossip columns by Lady Whistledown and knows Anthony's reputation. She vows to keep him away from Edwina. Their first real clash happens at a ball, where Kate overhears Anthony discussing his requirements for a wife, essentially treating women like breeding stock. She confronts him and the war begins. But unlike the show, they don't just glare at each other. They endure disastrous social events, including a walk in Hyde Park involving Kate's unruly corgi, Newton. Newton causes chaos, tangling Anthony in his leash and knocking him into the Serpentine Lake. It's a moment of humiliation for Anthony, but it also forces them to interact without the stiff formalities of a ballroom. To win Kate over, Anthony invites the Sheffields to his country estate, Aubrey Hall. This is where the core of their relationship develops. First, we have the legendary game of Pall Mall. The Bridgertons are ruthlessly competitive. Anthony and Kate are paired up, and they spend the entire game trying to sabotage each other. They hit balls into the woods, argue, and laugh. For the first time, Anthony realizes that Kate challenges him intellectually and spiritually in a way Edwina never could. Here is a crucial detail the show moved, but in the book, it happens during this house party. A massive thunderstorm hits Aubrey Hall. Kate has a debilitating phobia of storms because her mother died in one. Late at night, Anthony wanders into the library and finds Kate cowering under a desk, terrified and shaking. He doesn't mock her. Instead, he crawls under the desk with her. They sit in the dark, and for the first time, they drop their weapons. Kate explains her trauma, and they share a moment of profound intimacy. Anthony realizes he wants to protect her, a feeling that terrifies him because it feels dangerously close to caring. Shortly after, they are walking in the gardens. A bee lands on Kate's chest. To anyone else, it's just an insect. To Anthony, whose father was killed by a bee, it is a death sentence. He plunges into a PTSD-induced panic. He believes Kate is about to die. He tries to suck the venom out, right from her chest. It is a frantic, unromantic medical attempt, but it looks incredibly scandalous. 3 women walk into the garden and catch them. Anthony's mother Violet, Kate's stepmother Mary, and the gossip Mrs. Featherington. There is no way out. To save Kate's reputation, Anthony must marry her. There is no failed wedding to Edwina. Edwina is actually relieved. She never loved Anthony, she is falling for a scholar named Mr. Bagwell. She encourages Kate to marry him, sensing the chemistry between them. Anthony and Kate marry quickly. On their wedding night, the enemies' dynamic dissolves instantly. They discover an explosive physical compatibility. Anthony is shocked by how much he desires his new wife. But the next morning, the fear sets in. Anthony realizes he is obsessed with her. He finds himself checking on her, wanting to talk to her, wanting to be with her. This violates his primary rule: do not fall in love. So, he pulls away. He essentially ghosts his own wife within their marriage. He stops sharing a bed with her and throws himself into work, leaving Kate confused and lonely. She has fallen in love with him, but she thinks he regrets marrying her. The climax of the book is not a horse fall, but a carriage accident. Toward the end of the London season, Kate is in a carriage when it overturns. Anthony is nearby and sees the crash. In that split second, his worst nightmare comes true. He runs to the wreckage, convinced she is dead. When he pulls her out, she is injured, a broken leg, but alive. In the aftermath, as Kate recovers, Anthony finally breaks. He realizes the irony. He spent his whole life guarding his heart to avoid the pain of death, but avoiding love didn't stop the pain of almost losing her. He realizes that whether he lives to 38 or 80, life is meaningless without sharing it. Anthony confesses everything to Kate. He tells her about his father, his fear of dying young, and why he tried to push her away. He tells her he loves her. Kate, being Kate, doesn't just accept it, she talks sense into him. She helps him see that fear is a poor reason to stop living. The book ends with a beautiful epilogue. We see Anthony's 39th birthday. He is still alive. He panicked for nothing. He and Kate have children, they are happy, and they still play vicious games of Pall Mall. He realizes he didn't betray his father by living longer, he honored him by living fully. So, what are the big lessons from the book version of The Viscount Who Loved Me? 1. Trauma shapes our rules for living. Both Anthony and Kate had secret traumas, him with the bee/father, her with the storm/mother. These traumas created rigid rules they lived by. The story shows that true love isn't just about attraction, it's about finding someone who helps you break those fear-based rules. 2. You cannot outsmart fate. Anthony thought he could logic his way out of heartbreak by choosing the safe sister, Edwina. But fate, and a bee, had other plans. It's a reminder that we don't get to choose who we fall for. 3. The difference between duty and living. For years, Anthony did his duty as a viscount perfectly, but he wasn't really alive. Kate was the spark that turned him from a functioning title into a living, feeling man. So what do you think about this book? Did its ideas resonate with you, or challenge the way you see things? And a specific question for the fans, do you prefer the book's carriage accident or the show's dramatic wedding altar scene? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear what you took away from it. And if there's a book you'd like me to cover next, drop that below as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.